How's it going? This is Combat Sports with Intellect, Boxing Talk, and we will be discussing boxing, mostly the boxing matches coming up. But first and foremost, today, January 17th, 2018, is Ali's 76th birthday. So, rest in peace, champ. As I record this, I'm actually under my poster. It says first round, first minute, and it shows Ali screaming at Sonny Liston, who's laying on his back, and it's on the bottom it says Muhammad Ali versus Sonny Liston, 25th May 1965. So yeah, just like that, R.I.P. champ. You know, champs and legends never die. So yeah, Ali was a great champ in and out the ring. His greatness will never be duplicated. There might be fighters who are technically more proficient in the ring than he is. Generation wise, boxing evolves. It's gonna happen. But as far as what he did in his time, comparing it era to era, it's gonna be very hard pressed for anyone to come close to what he did. So, R.I.P. to the greatest. He was right. So, um, there will be boxing matches tonight. Not tonight. What am I? This weekend. Tonight. I'm tripping. Errol Spence versus Lamont Peterson and Robert Easter Jr. versus Javier Fortuna. I hope I'm saying that right. So let's go over the Javier Fortuna Robert Eastman Jr. fight. I think Robert Easter is trying to fight what's his name, Mikey Garcia. He's trying to unify the belts. He has to get past Javier first. In Robert's last 5 fights, he has had 2 unanimous decisions, 1 split decision, and 1 TKO. And also, like, the only reason I'm giving him 4 fights is because just he's had like 20 fights, so it's So Fortuna is actually 4-5 out of his last 5, and he lost. He lost to Sosa in the 11th round, if I'm not mistaken. Fortuna is a wild southpaw. I should. Eastman is more a traditional style boxer, and tall upward stance. Pretty sure he's orthodox. Have to double check, but I'm pretty sure he's orthodox. Fortuna's last 5 fights, he's had 1 unanimous decision, 1 win by technical knockout, 1 unanimous decision. After that, TKO loss in the 11th against Sosa, and a TKO win. So this fight is a fight for Easter to win. This is basically a step up for him. Maybe his biggest step up to date. Like Fortuna has only lost 1 fight, and it was that fight against Sosa, which came 4 fights ago, and he's been doing good since then, even getting a knockout. So looking forward to that fight. It's a 12-round, 135 championship fight, if I'm not mistaken. For what belt, I cannot tell you because I do not know. Not gonna pretend like I do. Errol Spence Jr. will be fighting Lamont Peterson in the main event of that card. People know about Lamont Peterson and Errol Spence, but mostly I meant to say a lot of people know about Errol Spence's last fight against Kell Brook. It was a pretty big fight. He won by a technical knockout, because they threw in the towel for Kell Brook. It was a good back and forth fight till Kell Brooks just started wilting. He couldn't take the punishment at some point, and you could see his body giving up. And after coming off of the beating from Triple G, who was just a bigger dude, it wasn't the best matchup to go against like a power puncher like Spence, who goes to the body and goes to the head very efficiently and sits down on his punches. So that was a very bad matchup. Last 5 fights, Errol Spence has gotten all stoppages, 2 KOs and 3 TKOs. That's where Lamont Peterson. His last 5 fights, he's had one unanimous decision, one TKO, one uh, majority decision, and a majority decision loss against Danny Garcia, and a unanimous decision win. So yeah, he's 4-5 in the last 5. Peterson is basically a gatekeeper, but of the highest regard, because it's not like he's a gatekeeper. Like if you could beat, if you could just hang with him, you're legit. You know, because a lot of people feel he beat Danny Garcia. You know, and you got the short end of the stick in that decision. So, Peterson is a legit fighter ever since he got knocked out by Lucas Matisse. Like he's become a better fighter. That's very rare in fighters when they get knocked out and they actually become better, and they seem to take a punch better. He's a lot more relaxed, and that was also Matisse in his prime when he was just beasting everybody. So looking forward to that fight. My prediction is my mind is telling me Errol Spence 8-10 round TKO between those rounds. My heart is telling me Lamont Peterson split decision, or maybe even unanimous decision, or even late round stoppage in the later round. So that's my prediction. I'm pretty sure Errol Spence is gonna win, but when you get that good feeling sometimes, you could be right, you could be wrong, but you just get that feeling where it's like, oh, I think this fighter might have a chance to pull the upset. This is one of those times. So it's basically if Errol Spence is the real deal, like he seems to be, especially after that performance against Kell Brook, this will be the fight to definitely cement that and prove it and display it at I won't say at a higher level, but at the highest of high levels, because there's not that many fighters that are more technically sound than Peterson. So there might be fighters that are better than him, but he is very technically proficient. No one gets an easy win against him unless you're Lucas Matisse in 140. So, and it seems at 147 he definitely takes a shot a lot better. I haven't seen him get rocked, even though since his Danny Garcia loss, he hasn't fought the best of opposition. He hasn't had any really notable wins. Like not bad competition, just like B grade or like unproven by B grade. Like they're good fighters, but they're just unproven, so it's hard to rank them too high. So looking forward to those fights. Definitely go watch them. Um, yeah, this has been boxing with Intellect in combat sports. A little boxing talk. I love boxing, as you guys can see by the font. That's actually me boxing. Me throwing a punch. I'm always doing it where like I land a punch because I have a bunch of old videos. So what I'll do is on my phone I'll stop the video or pause it where it's like where I land a clean punch. I should do one where like I'm getting hit, but not yet. Not yet. I ain't there yet. We ain't there yet. But all right, hope you guys enjoyed. Looking forward to these fights. Go watch them, and you know where to find them. I'm not gonna say how. I'm not gonna say where. I'm pretty sure they're on Showtime, but I am not 100% sure. I think they're PPC fights. That's why I'm like, I don't know if they're on Showtime or they're on NBC, but I'm pretty sure they're on Showtime. So looking forward to those fights. You guys take care, and I'll be back later on, like today, to speak about MMA. So y'all have a good one.